Well, good day and welcome to our first crypto
In a long time.
first in a long time. Oh, we had them before, did we?
Yes, there was a period, Josh, I don't know, you remember last time? It's a long time.
Jim, everyone. All
Josh,
right.
it's so good to
Yeah,
see you,
man.
dude.
I'm so glad for the invite. Thanks a lot. I don't know
Yeah,
when the
thank
last
you.
one was, man, a year ago or so, but I'm glad. I'm
Years
not a
ago.
meetings person. Haha.
Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so let's get stucking. I'm just going to show you
I
more or
will
less,
stop sharing. There you go.
thank you. More or less what we are going to talk about today. Let's share. There we go. So this is a rough agenda for the day, and I wasn't sure who was going to pitch, so I'm glad to see Josh is here. So that's great. So Lou's going to have a welcome and discuss our mission. Alan's going to give us a back end update, and then Julie is double dating. She's got another meeting, but she's going to pop in if she can. And then Josh's going to give us a global update. And I'll do a bit of the front end stuff, things and happenings at Crypto Mondays. And Wayne Marcel is going to pop in and chat about the new Learn vertical. And our PR partnership, Sandra, I see, thank you for coming, Sandra. Our blockchain wire is going to give us a rundown on that. And then most importantly is to hear from everybody. Lou had an idea for anybody that wants to put up their hand to share a learning with us, to teach us something about what you've been up to in your chapter. So if that's good with everybody, then I think it's over to you, Lou.
Okay, terrific. Thanks, Robin. It would be great, so everybody gets, some of us are better known than others, have been around longer than others. And so let's see, we can just go in alphabetical order here. Liza?
Sorry guys, I just got room service and I heard my name. I got through the agenda and why am I on the spot right now?
No, so we just started the call, and there are a lot of, I mean, not a lot, but some of us know each other and some of us don't. So I thought a great way to start would just be for
Okay.
all of us to introduce ourselves. We can come back to you if you'd like.
Okay. Okay, I'm here. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, friends. So happy to be here. I can't wait to share about Austin, what we're doing, and I'm here in Vegas. If anyone, I want to connect with people in Vegas, but yeah, I'm super excited to be on this call and a part of the community.
All right. Did you reach out to the Crypto Monday Vegas folks? You want an intro?
So I put in the group, but no one responded. So how do I find out who's where? Yeah.
Okay. I'll make the intro. I think Praveen, I think, is there. So great. Hey, Eliza. So welcome, and it was great meeting you finally a few weeks back, even though it was short, but still it was a start.
Exactly. Yeah. Thanks.
David.
Hey guys, Crypto Mondays, New York City. I'm here with Lou, holding down the fort here, doing the last few Mondays usually. If there's a fourth or sometimes there's a fifth, I'll go cover the fifth. Because in a month there's usually 4 weeks, but sometimes there's a fifth week. Right? Amazing stuff. Here with our fearless leader, Mr. Lou Crane.
Awesome. It was fun hanging last night. That was a really nice Crypto Mondays. We had Crypto Mondays Wall Street last night. And let's see, Ivan.
Hello. Happy Crypto Tuesday. Is that a thing yet? We'll start it. My name's Ivan. I host the Fort Lauderdale chapter. Well, I'll tell you more when we do an update. But yeah, and I actually helped Praveen and Maddie launch the Las Vegas chapter when we did it down in Miami with everyone that was there for conference. So very excited to be here and to get these
Cool.
calls back on the road.
Actually, I had never heard that story before. Super cool.
Oh, yeah, our very first meeting was in Miami. I want to say it was like I forget the previous Bitcoin company, the Bitcoin meetup that changed their name, Quantum, I think it was called. And so a bunch of us were there from Vegas, and Praveen had this idea. So we got together, had the first meeting, and announced Las Vegas is
Super
launching.
cool. Yeah, I had an awesome time at Bitcoin Vegas Crypto Mondays. And also, in Singapore, we just did Crypto Mondays on Thursday. And when people say Crypto Mondays on a Thursday, I said, yeah, it's like Christmas in July. So Josh.
Hey, everybody. It's great to meet everybody. Thanks for having this meeting. So I'm doing Crypto Mondays Global. I met some of you, haven't met others. Lou gets around a lot more in the States. I get around a lot more in Europe. So I'm in Vienna. And I'll give an update, I guess, a little bit later. And I look forward to being more in the States as things are booming. And, it's like bull run. So also for Crypto Mondays. And looking forward to hear about Singapore, what was going on there too, Lou. So always globetrotting.
I'm going to mention some highlights in my formal remarks, which are coming up.
All right.
And Brian, we're going around introducing ourselves in alphabetical order. So you're up next.
Hi, Lou. Sorry, I just joined. Hi, guys. I'm Brian, Crypto Mondays, Caribbean and Africa. Nice meeting you. I'm just in the car right now, so my video can be on, but lovely meeting everybody. I'm sorry for joining late.
No problem. And so, Brian, where does Crypto Mondays Caribbean happen?
So currently we're doing it virtually, but we're also hosting a few on-site events in Barbados, and then we're going to do Crypto Mondays Africa debut in Nairobi in January.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
and that'll be IRL.
Yes, that will be IRL.
Oh wow! Supposedly, yeah, that's amazing. I look forward to learning more about that.
Thank you.
And then let's see, Julie. I know.
Hi, all. I too am driving in the car, so I think myself and our previous colleague we might be headed the same direction. I'm not sure. Great to hear everybody. Mondays, New York, and I have moved up and into a senior advisor role for global strategic partnerships with a focus on the United States, but I do combine my efforts with Josh and some of our chapters. Great to meet everybody here. Happy to give my update when it comes time. Great to meet y'all.
And and you also still have a hand in the Crypto Mondays Wall Street and others. And thanks for we had a great event yesterday. Paul.
Hey everyone, Paul Flig, Crypto Mondays, Charleston. Lou, I believe I missed you when you were in town in February.
Yep,
so,
that was my 49th Crypto Monday visited Charleston. My first time there, loved the city.
Yeah, great time of year to be here. I unfortunately was actually out of town with some family. I was in Chicago. Not a good time to be in Chicago. February is a good time to be in Charleston. So missed you. I'm actually the community organizer. We got our first event planned for October 20th. Well, the second one this year, first one since I've kind of taken over for some of the scheduling stuff. Working with Ken Chapman and Dennis.
Yeah. So Ken is now on the list of multi-chapter organizers.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Nice meeting you, Paul. And let's see, Sandra, you're going to be talking a little bit later, and actually brand new.
She has a chapter though, Lou.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Sandra.
What was your chapter, Sandra? You're on mute.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Appreciate Robin making the kind of reaching out to Blockchain Wire. And yeah, I'm going to be launching the Jacksonville, Florida Crypto Mondays. I'm really excited about that and kind of pulling together a list of folks that are crypto natives and want to get together. So I'd love to get some insights from some of the leaders on how they kicked it off and what works and what doesn't. So thank you so much. And I'll talk a little bit later about our partnership, which I think will be really exciting for everyone.
Awesome. Welcome, Sandra. And let's see, Cesar?
Yes, sir. Uh, my name is Cesar. I'm from Turkey. I'm just recently joined. Today we had a call with Robin. I met with Crypto Mondays a couple years back ago in Turkey. Crypto Mondays Istanbul, Ankara contributed there. Right now, life got me through Poland. I see there's a great Web3 ecosystem here, investors, startups, projects, and everybody. But community is a bit weak, so I wanted to ignite here with Crypto Mondays. So hopefully we will organize our first meeting in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, it's good to be here.
Terrific. In what city?
Gdansk at Baltic coast.
Yeah. Good. Obviously became very famous, with Lech Walesa. So it's a well-known, probably the second most well-known Polish city in the US at least.
Yeah, I think so. There are lots of Polish.
Sorry, what do you need? I'm on a call. Say it again. What do you want?
Whoop, I think, let's see, there you go, mute. Okay, so welcome, Cesar. And then let's see, Wayne.
Hey, everybody. So Wayne Marcel, I just kicked off Crypto Mondays New Orleans. We started mid-September. For the foreseeable future, next couple months, we're doing every week. I know that's not long time sustainable, but then our goal is to eventually go to twice a month, probably like a first and third Monday every month, but building up that momentum. Each one we've had new people show up. And so it's been great to get that group together. We've had a long-standing Bitcoin meetup that was once a month, and it was hard to get some traction there. But with Crypto Mondays, it seems to be a lot of interest, and I will be doing that. And as Robin mentioned, I'll be also discussing. I've got a team that does a lot of educational content, and we want to kind of pull the group here and also get some information to build, basically incorporate some education into the meetups, whether that's weekly or monthly topics to talk about with speaking notes, all the way to some online educational stuff. So we'll share more about that shortly. But excited to be here, and had a great time in Singapore. I landed and went to the first event right after I landed. First person I run into at the door was Lou. So
What are the odds?
I know, right? It was meant
Do you
to
even
be.
have a ticket? I think I think I got you in, right?
You did, yeah. Funny enough, they couldn't find me on the list. You got me in. I found my guy that was running the event that was supposed to get me on the list, and he brought me back up front to get a VIP bracelet. So it worked out pretty good. You helped me get in there.
Well
That was
done.
funny. And it was
Yeah.
great, actually. Obviously, you knew a lot more people at the party than I did. And I got to say, that was for me personally, that was my favorite party of the week.
Yeah, nice.
It was a Wall Street Bets party, and I just randomly ended up there. So good hanging out. And Wayne, how did you? Because you've been around a while. How was it that you decided to do the Crypto Mondays?
Well, it really aligned with a lot of what I was looking to do. I'm very passionate about community building, and like I said, it's I also noticed I started to meet more and more people in New Orleans. It was very fragmented that are actually building great things in crypto, Web3, and AI that just everybody was fragmented and needed something to bring them together. And so I was contemplating in Crypto Mondays. I'm really good friends with Caitlin, and I have some friends.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I didn't know that. I saw that was a great photo of the two of you in Singapore.
Yeah, so I know Caitlin very well, and I know a few that have talked in the past about the Puerto Rico group, Luke Stokes and some others. And so, in fact, Luke works with us at FIO. And so I was contemplating the Crypto Mondays thing. I ran into you at NFT NYC. You mentioned, yeah, just I didn't know what was entailed, and you're like, just kick it off, start having meetings, and get all the information from the website and plug in. And so I was in the process of getting that done. And there was a small group of entrepreneurs in New Orleans that we got together for a dinner, and they were talking about we need to build a community in New Orleans around tech and what's next and everything else. And I said, well, got this great project, great group called Crypto Mondays that I was already in the process of putting this together. And so that's when we're like, yeah, let's do it. And so so we got a great venue in New Orleans that we get to do it at. That I've been funny enough, it's a NFT membership that started 3 years ago, and it's a collective that gets access to all these different deals and networking events in New Orleans, and so we're able to use their facility for Crypto Mondays.
Awesome. Perfect. That works out well. You know, obviously for lots of us, including in New York, finding a home is like a never-ending battle.
Right.
It's nice to have one. Um, okay. Well, terrific. Did we miss anybody who showed up late or didn't get a chance? Nicholas?
Yeah, I showed up late. Hi everyone. Yeah, my name is Nicholas. I used to run Crypto Mondays Madrid here about, I think it was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. We ran it pretty successfully, but then obviously COVID shut us down. We did it online for a few occasions, but then ultimately ended up shutting it down for a few years. I'm planning to getting it back together maybe this October. It's either late October or early November. And I'm working with another guy that's on the group. We're going to meet and plan everything ahead. So yeah, just excited to run the event again and get the community going. Yeah.
Great. And yeah, how many of them did you run the first time around?
Oh, we did it for more than a year. So it was once per month. And so we did more than 12, you know.
Okay, great. Yeah, you know, in New York during COVID, we went to VR. And
Yeah.
we'd only have about 10 people there because not too many people had Oculus Rift.
VR sets, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it was still fun. Okay, well, great to hear that it's coming back. Let me know when you're thinking of starting it up. I'm going to be at Crypto Monday London on the 17th, and so
Of October?
yeah, I could maybe make my way to Madrid. I was just at Barcelona for the first time 3 months ago. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, we spoke not too long ago, remember? And
Yeah.
we were talking
Yeah.
about it. The thing is, Madrid in the summer months it's horrible. Like there's nobody here, so it didn't make sense to go before.
Sure. Yeah. But okay, well, cool. Well, great, great to have you back, and thanks for making it today. So I'm going to walk through presentation. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So just where are we today? Oh, so also before I forget, there's Crypto Monday t-shirt. So if everybody sends Lilia their shirt size and an address, we will forward get everybody a Crypto Mondays t-shirt so we can all wear them on the next call.
That's
and
great.
that's something, Robin, thank you for setting that up and getting that store started.
Ready?
There it goes. And it's great. I mean, I love going to a show and wearing it around, and so many people come up to me. It's really great. So by the numbers, we have 57 active chapters. We have a spreadsheet that you can go, and see, the different chapters and who's running them, when they started, member counts from, Meetup a little while back. And now across 18 countries. And that's really global. Yeah, I was at Network State in Singapore, following Token 2049, and I really believe, without a doubt, that Crypto Mondays is the biggest network state in Web3. Portugal leads the way with 4 active chapters. I've been to Lisbon and Porto, and we'll be going down to one in the Algarve in a few weeks. So really looking forward to that. Robin, how's it going down there in Alvor?
Pretty cool, man. Yeah, we had a very festive one the last time around. Yeah, it was great.
And there are 2 in Ireland, and I think I'm still a little confused on what's going on in India, but I think we've been in multiple cities there as well, and we have another one starting up. And totally, we're more than 150,000 members globally. So when I describe Crypto Mondays, I describe us as the largest IRL community in Web3, and I think that's something we should all be proud of. And really over the last 18 months, our growth has been accelerating. And if I were to think, okay, what are the drivers of that growth? I think undoubtedly Luma has been such a game changer in terms of our ability to engage with our members. And so, if any of the folks on the call are not using Luma now, we definitely suggest you use Luma. and make me a co-organizer, and I can then add, invite additional people. And that's really one of the, I think increasingly main ways that we're really going to be able to help the individual chapters is to give everybody, access to, the relevant Luma members of Crypto Mondays around the world. And I think Luma is just going to get better and better to use. It's really, you didn't realize how much, Meetup sucked until you got Loom and realized, wow, it can be so much better. Also undoubtedly, Crypto Mondays attendance is a lagging indicator of where the market is. Um, we started January 18th, 2018, and that was literally the peak market cap day. And we continued to grow, for a number of months before then, the bear market, which had already started a couple months ago, started to have an impact on our attendance. But we're definitely, still, in certainly feels to me in a massive bull market. And, who knows how long it has to go, but we'll continue to grow for months after it stops. So I think things are looking good there. And also, obviously, in addition to attendance, new Crypto Monday chapters is also, a lagging indicator of where the market is. And, just getting back from Singapore, and I'll show you some highlights there real quick. Just here it is. So 14 new chapters. You can also go into the page, are starting. And I put starting in quotes because, my experience around numbers is you meet people who are super excited about coming, and, I don't think we do, we're getting better, at onboarding them and really, helping them get that first one off the ground, because everybody who does one does more than one, but the first one's the hardest. And I'd say maybe about a third of the people who say, yeah, I really want to do this, end up actually doing it. But 14 are in process of starting now. I'm pretty sure that's a new all-time high. And also the major events are a real driver for us now because of Luma. We're able to get really significant number of new members. We had 2,200 RSVPs in Dubai. For Token 2049, I think that's still the record, but that's really helping us grow, and the name recognition as well. And so Crypto Monday Singapore was a lot of fun. We did it. ICP hosted us in this historic church called Chimes. Did a fireside chat on digital asset treasuries with a couple of leading companies. Concilium's publicly traded and treasury out of London, and David Namdar is a crypto G who has the largest BNB treasury. So it was a really fun discussion. It was great. This is a picture at the end with the 6 Crypto Monday folks who are still there. And my guess is that future Token 2049's group is just going to get larger and larger. In total, there were 14 co-organizers that I ran into. There were, might well have been more that I didn't see, but it's so much fun running into everybody at these events. And lastly, I'll just touch on some growth initiatives that are underway. First, I really think at the size we are now, we can start to get some affiliate programs going. For me, I finally in the US am able to have a functional crypto credit card. And I got to tell you, it's the greatest feeling. Every time I buy something, I'm getting more Bitcoin. It is so awesome. And I want to get that. We can get a Crypto Mondays branded card, and I want to get that, into as many folks' hands, as we can. I think that's an incredible mitzvah for us to be able to do for our bar mitzvah. I mean, for our community. And Jesus. And then also we did an insurance webinar last month, and it's a super interesting product. It's a way for people to monetize their Bitcoin in an incredibly tax efficient way. And I think that's another mitzvah that we'd be doing for our members if we rolled that program out. And we'll try these and test these, and whoever wants to get involved, let us know. We're getting you involved, obviously, with everything that we're doing. We need as much help as possible, but we realize everybody's busy as well. Sponsorships, I think we're going to be touching more on the sponsorships later. And I think, we're very early in really leveraging everything that Crypto Mondays can do and all the revenue that we can generate there. Also, I mentioned, improving the percentage of the people who say they're starting who actually start. And a thought that I just had in Singapore, or a couple weeks ago. I actually discussed it first time with Caitlin from Crypto Mondays London. Is as big as crypto is, just Bitcoin itself is twice as big. And you go to crypto or BTC Vegas a few months ago, and you just really get to see that it is a much bigger community than the global crypto community is. And so in New York we already divide up the Crypto Mondays. The first Monday is Wall Street, the second Monday is decentralized AI, and the third Monday is Bitcoin. And so a thought would be most of the chapters are monthly. And so one way to continue to grow our community and provide value to the community is to maybe start a second one, in those cities that want to, a Crypto Mondays Bitcoin. And that can be organized by the current Crypto Mondays organizers, or we can find other folks who are more Bitcoin focused to do that. But I think that's another opportunity for us to really meaningfully grow the community. And Robin, I'm sorry I took more than my 3 minutes, but it's a lot of exciting stuff to share.
Great stuff. Thank you, Lou. No, it's really valuable. It's good to know where we're going. That's the most important thing. Well done. And Ellen's going to give us an update on the back end and what he's been busy with.
Yeah, I'll just do a quick update here. Alan Dumaine, heading up all the operations. Been working on a lot of back end stuff, just trying to build a better foundation for all the things that are going on between all the entities that we have in data stores. So we've been working on the website, like the list that Lou mentioned. We've linked that from a spreadsheet into the website. So anytime the guys update a new chapter, it goes directly to the website and we don't have to delay anything. We got current events
Hey,
coming.
Alan, you want to share, or hold on, I can share it, the website, just so they can see it.
Yeah. CryptoMondays.io, if you remember.
Yeah.
Also on the website where we're looking at that, we got the current events are going to be dynamically updating. So if you guys got things going on, you can work with Robin to get those things posted. We'll have a news feed from Blockchain Wire, working on that, putting that in. We've also been working on the Monday agent, and we've kind of had to go back to the drawing board a little bit on that one because there's just a lot of disparate information all over the place, and we're trying.
Yeah, this is a community management AI agent.
Yes. So we're looking at, it's a community oriented, help to build communities. We're looking at putting chapter features into it, communicate between chapters, find other members who have like interests. So it's along our themes of learn, earn, connect. We're also doing things like extracting transcripts from YouTube events we've had over the last couple of years, or weekly calls that are now up on YouTube. We're importing data into a knowledge base so that we can more easily have LLMs go grab that information on the back end, and just reworking the initial prototype that we have of it to make something a bit more functional.
Brilliant, Alan. Thank you for all
Cool.
the
And
work
just
you do.
real quick, I want to mention that to support that initiative, we started another community called the Decentralized AI Agent Alliance in January. And that's to, for anybody who's building a decentralized AI agent, we're all trying to solve the same laundry list of issues. So instead of solving them in silos, let's solve them collectively. And you can take a look here. We've got now over 150 founding members. Paul?
Hey, Lou. So I think that there was actually an invite. I signed up for this. When is the call? Is it noon? Is it midnight?
Sure. Daya has 2 monthly calls, the first Monday and the third Monday of the month from 12 to 1. So we just had our general meeting on Monday, this Monday, and then on the 20th we'll have our showcase, member showcase. And so I'll go make sure. You should have gotten an invite to those. If you didn't, that's our bad.
I did, but I wasn't aware that it was scheduled in Singapore time, so I actually thought it was during this time. Usually used to toggling over a few time zones, but not an entire day.
Yes. Yes. No,
So-
yeah, that was that was my bad. I guess when I sent you the invite.
Yeah, so it came up in Singapore time. So okay, so that's the first Monday at basically noon Eastern, correct?
It's the first Monday and the third Monday.
First Monday and
noon to 1 Eastern.
Okay, noon to 1 Eastern. Gotcha. First Monday. Thank you. That's all I had.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen, and thank you for everything that you do. That's a lot of it unseen. There's, you know, with the tech guy in this organization, there's a lot of stuff to do. So I really appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Thanks.
Julie, are you still with us, or are you double dating? You here?
I am still with you, and I am still double dating.
Right,
Actually,
Ellen.
with this call, I'm not sure what we call it. There's how many of us on the call?
Who knows? But go for it.
There's 18.
I don't know what you call that, but I'll call it polyamorous. So great to see and hear everybody on the call. I started out as a Crypto Monday attendee back in the day. I've been in crypto for about 10 years, and I was looking for a community. And then when Lou and the crew showed up, 2018, I felt like I found a home, and I would go as often as possible as my schedule would allow. That led me to a few years ago being handed the baton to run the Crypto Mondays New York chapter. Right after COVID, it was kept alive by a gentleman named Abby Abtrax and Dre Hampton. And it was a pretty tumultuous time, very interesting time in New York City to see it grow to be a consumer, and then from being a consumer to being an organizer. And then after the couple of years had passed, we had some fabulous new hosts coming in, like Joe Cox, who does Crypto Mondays Wall Street, Lou, who does decentralized AI and Bitcoin, and then David Fung, which does our classic, the last Friday and sometimes the last Monday, excuse me, and sometimes the fifth Monday of the month. So we have lots of hosts in New York City that are sharing their wisdom, which is awesome. And it's allowed me to really step into a senior advisor role. We've had a lot of CEOs and companies want to come in and tap to all those fabulous numbers that Lou was sharing at the top of the conversation. It's a lot of numbers, you guys. These CEOs would like to come in and tap into ecosystems. New York City is a big one. Fort Lauderdale is another big one. Miami, East Denver, Toronto, Paris, London, Dubai, Singapore. Across the board, we've got a lot of them. I would love to make your chapter the next big one. And I have plenty of insights, way more than could be taken up in the few minutes that I have here. So you can reach me anywhere on any socials. If somebody would drop my email, since I'm driving, in the chat, my email is j@nft-vip.io. I'm available generally 24/7. If you have any issues with your local chapter, you need help, you need advice, happy to help you grow, because I can put my CEOs potentially on tour on your stages, and want to be able to build those chapters for you in a way that really makes sense, so you guys can get a very global strategic partnership going in your local area. I think for me, the biggest thing is burnout. Burnout is real, and don't discount that. It does happen. Doing it once a month is an easy digestible. Doing it twice a month, if you have passion and you have something that's going on and you want to share that with your community, phenomenal way to grow it. If you are brave and you take it on every single week, I think we should have some awards show for that. It's doable. Grow your community to help out. Lou touched on a very important topic. Finding a home for Crypto Mondays seems to be a job inside itself. If you have a fabulous law office or facility that you can have great AV capabilities so you don't have to bring them in. You figure out what you want your look to look like and your vibe and your speakers. I have tons of hints I can help you offline to make that happen. But if you can get a low lift, a place that doesn't cost, a place that invites everyone to come in because they know your name, you know, bars are always a great mix and mingle. If you can't do a speaker series, it's nice just to meet up and say, hey guys, it's a cash bar. We're all just going to get there and buy drinks. Ivan knows every now and again there'll be a strategic partner that comes in that they want to buy the first round of drinks. They just want you to have a QR code that's up so we can work together in building your chapter any way possible. I'm here. I'm happy to participate. We do have an overall Luma page. Lou tapped into this, and it's really important that we share your chapter's goings on. So if you do create a Luma event, you could submit it to us and our Crypto Mondays official Luma page. We will post it. What we do request, though, please add the Crypto Mondays logo. You can modify your own. And make sure that you add Lou as another one of your hosts. You can add me too, and I'll drive my traffic to that if you want to. And more importantly, go on one of our posts on Luma, copy the wording about RSVP and sharing information. It's important that you have that disclaimer. I can walk you through Luma also so you get the most out of the value. I'm here for you guys. I want you to grow because I want to bring partners to you so you don't have burnout. I want to help you grow your chapters, and super pumped and proud of you, Ivan. We've got an initiative that's moving along not only with education and training between the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Las Vegas chapters. We are being called into action to potentially drive some on-site educational training in the TradFi world with crypto. So our extension is beyond an actual Monday and geographical location. I like to say Crypto Mondays is not a day of the week or an actual location. It's a state of mind.
Thank you, Julie. Well done, and thank you, Julie. Good gracious, you've been incredibly resilient and unbelievable in growing Crypto Mondays over such a long period of time. So thank you. And next, Josh. Now, Josh, we're going to have to keep it tight here because I've still got 2 people to speak after you. Okay. Sorry that
All right.
we're squeezed near the end here.
Great. Yeah, I'll be brief, you know, not like on our other calls. Anyways, everybody, if you know me, I'm Josh. Used to be a professor. I turned crypto, and then met like somebody else on the calls. Kept meeting Lou at the entrance at these NFT and crypto events, and he invited me to speak, and then it ended up that 7 years later, over 100 more interviews worldwide. So I'm in Vienna. If you don't believe me, I have some real Vienna sausages. Anybody remember those from their childhood? These are not Vienna sausages, right? And it's just like, but what Vienna does good is like they have the big 4, which is Mozart, Beethoven, Brahms, and Strauss. These 4 great composers were in Vienna, and they knew how to put on a performance. And I love to see a lot of performances like this one we did at Times Square. I love to hear what people are doing with in bringing in culture, arts, social impact, education, these different ideas, not just the old panel or fireside chat. I've been globally around 30 countries and Crypto Mondays, over 70 events. And I found it very, just in New York City with David, what they're doing. I mean, he had big name people. And if you're new, the 4 things I'd say are you need venue, sponsors, speakers, and marketing. And so I appreciate everything you guys are doing on the back end with Alan and Robin. All these new developments are also real crucial. So we need to have those 4 things. If you have those 4 things, and your Crypto Mondays is going to go regularly. And I'm getting ready to kick off my Vienna sausage with some real Vienna sausage here with Crypto Mondays Vienna kick off. I love to do big events. I like to do rooftops. So Monday night, you can usually negotiate the venue. And you can even try and get kickback. I tried to get kickback from this fantastic Korean place on a rooftop last night, but they didn't want to give me the kickback. If you get over $2,000 in revenue for the restaurant on Monday night, you can maybe ask for a kickback if you don't have a sponsor. Otherwise, you have a sponsor. And so the church is another place, but I would not go there. And so in other news, man, AI is the big thing. So the good news for me is that I'm a writer. I've been cautioning about AI since 2012 as a professor and TEDx speaker. And I got a novel that's doing fantastic called The Authority. And we've seen AI take over. I think that's the biggest topic. People talk about stable coins. People talk about treasuries. People talk about real world assets. These are all big things and they're going to be booming. So keep your Crypto Mondays spirit alive. You can get sponsors. All of these companies should be able to sponsor you locally. If you need help, like get in touch with us. And I love that Robin and Lou and the team are moving forward on an agreement, a deal for sponsor referrals. And so if I'm looking forward to reviewing and then forwarding this deck. And so we can work on the deck together to ensure we have great sponsors. And guys, please take a look at our new song that was out there at Bitcoin Palooza. And thanks for all you guys' effort everywhere. I can't wait to meet you guys in person. So
thank you, Josh. And sorry, Josh, you didn't do yourself justice there. Josh, I think he's the roving global Crypto Mondays guy. He's everywhere. He's like Chicken Man. He's everywhere.
YouTube. Oh yeah. Last thing. Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. On the
12 chapters he's opened over the years. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. No need for that. But one thing is that Crypto Mondays Global, I don't do social media. The social media is kind of a decentralized thing. Every city does their own. I just do a YouTube channel. And if you'd like to record your Crypto Mondays and have it uploaded to the channel, we can upload it. And as long as it's in pretty good quality, I think we could do shorts and other clips for you. So just last note, but thank you very much also, Robin, for the shout out.
You're a champion, man. We'll give you more time next time, I promise. And so, yeah, now it's to Sandra and Wayne. So Sandra, you kick off. Let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to share. I'm going to share my screen.
I haven't told everybody anything, so you'll have to just start from the beginning. Sorry, and in 5 minutes, you really got to be good.
Okay, sure. So is there a way that I can share my screen really quick?
So how do
okay, here we go. Okie dokie.
Otherwise, Alan's probably our best technical person, yeah.
Okie dokie. Let me do this really quick.
Let's do it. Wonderful.
Hold on. Let's see here. All right. So really excited to be here. Spoke to Robin. We have a partnership with Crypto Mondays, and Blockchain Wire was founded in 2018 by Michael Turpin, Michael Schuler, and Enzo Villani as the first and leading crypto newswire service. So some of the challenges that we know crypto projects face, credibility, visibility, regulatory scrutiny, reaching the right audience, investor and partner confidence. And where we can help is with news releases, build legitimacy, expand visibility, attract investors and advisors, shape the narrative, strengthen your SEO. I posted a blog on LinkedIn, what does ChatGPT say about your company? And so doing news releases will just get out there and will be searchable, and your investors, advisors, et cetera, will start pulling out from ChatGPT your company narrative. So news releases are a great way to keep your story alive and be in front of the right people. Our advantage: global reach, financial and crypto native outlets, bespoke service. We do everything, white glove, end-to-end support. We're not going to write the press releases for you, but we work with you so that you are getting to the right audience. It is acceptable. The content you're sharing gets approved and is published on the right outlets. Cost effective. We are really, we have a partnership with Crypto Mondays, and as members, you're going to get the benefit of some, savings. So that's always really good. And then, of course, integrity. How it works. It's easy peasy. A member creates a new account on our Blockchain Wire website. You're going to put in the referral code Crypto Mondays to get those savings. You then are verified. You can then submit a press release. Once you submit a press release, we do our work. We make sure everything's like verified and emails and websites and disclaimers and so forth. And then once it's approved, it gets published on the outlets. A couple hours later, you'll get a report and pick up highlights are delivered. So based on the circuit that you select, it could be anywhere from 700 placements, worldwide to 300 or so. And these are just some, I mean, since 2018, literally we work with thousands of projects and companies. I mean, now there's a lot, the market for the blockchain newswire service is a little bit more saturated, but because everyone kind of saw like, oh my gosh, these guys are killing it. But we've worked with thousands of projects and both in TradFi and also in crypto and blockchain and AI. This just shows here, and I'm moving really fast, so I don't want to go over time. Up here is the report that you would get from our publisher that we send out to you. Our elite circuit has a different report, but you'll see all the placements. You'll see you'll have the links. You can actually socialize those links and share it with your community, whether it's on LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. We also share all of our press releases to our Blockchain Wire Twitter account. So when you submit a release with us, it just automatically goes there once it's published. We have a new and growing LinkedIn page. So I'm publishing articles there. Please find us and follow us and like and comment. We want to grow that LinkedIn community as well. Every Friday, we do send out a newsletter with like 20 or so of the press releases for the week to about 15,000 subscribers. And we just started a feature kind of front and center. So I would be delighted to, have a Crypto Monday member kind of take that main spot. There's no additional charge at this point, and so we'd love to do that. I have about 12,000 plus followers on LinkedIn. Always happy to share any of your press releases, to my community, and happy to do that. You just got to send me an email. Why clients choose us? Reaching institutions, investors, traders, amplify milestones, partnerships, launches. It's cost effective. We're trusted by leading crypto projects, and it's the human oversight. And so here's quickly the pricing page. We have lots of different circuits, at different price points. These are our three main packages. And so at the premium level, it's all the financial, news, outlets, as well as crypto outlets. So average number of placements, it's 700. There's no word count. We do recommend kind of keeping your news releases, always make it a timely announcement, keep it to under 700 words, great contact information, links, etc. is always really helpful. But the Crypto Mondays member price is $395 for premium, elite $295, and pro $195. And we do have I would love to have a conversation if you have questions about how to get your content to certain outlets. We have organic and PR placements. We wanted to share kind of the three main packages, so you kind of just start to use us and feel comfortable, and then when you want to do something special, we're happy to have that conversation. And to get started, it's really, again, like I said, it's really easy. You go to
Sandra,
Yes.
we only got a couple minutes left,
Oh,
so I
go
think
ahead. I
everybody's
can
got
stop.
the info.
Okay.
Can I just qualify? So we've got a deal. So we've got press releases at CryptoMondays.io. So any of the chapters you'd like to send through a press release, we've got very kindly from them. We have 4 a month. So feel free to do that. And in addition to that, we're obviously going to market the products through our chapters to ventures that would need it. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, anyone that uses that referral code can get that savings.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sandra. It's awesome. We are very grateful. And Sandra pushed for us to get 4 press releases instead of 1. So thank you. And Wayne, sorry, you're the photo finish here. So go for it on the learn vertical. Here we go, dude.
All right, so I'll be quick. So Robin and I talked a while back, and we met with Robin and Alan a few times. One of the companies I have is a company called Learn Vault. There's 5 of us that have been creating content for the past 7 or 8 years, each between each team member. And a lot of stuff we've done is for individual companies. And what we like to do is take some of our basic content, basic education, make that available to any members online. So Robin, Alan, and my team are working on collaborating to get that pulled together for a basic education online resource. But what I like to do is also keep an eye out. Sometime in the next week or so, I'm going to be sending out a survey to the chapter leads to get some feedback on what you would like. One of the ideas that I came up with was creating a one pager either for each month, or it could be a library of one pagers where you can pick from on different topics to give a 5 to 10 minute educational talk at your meetup. Whether you have 100 people there, 20 people there, or 5 people there, they cover those topics on what's relevant, what's trending, what are people asking about when they show up. I think all of that's important to identify. There's a subset of people that show up to these meetups wanting to learn and to give some kind of formal type of thing, and then also point them to that educational piece as well too. Now my team does a lot of bespoke stuff too, where it's like we've done some one-off counseling, whether it's our consulting, helping people that maybe have been scammed, which there's not much you can do there other than help them gather information at some point. But doing that, sometimes it's
You
been
can give them a shoulder to cry on.
yeah, and look, I've had those where it's just been that showing them what they can do in terms of what forms they can submit, realistic expectations, you won't get it back, and also creating some learning opportunities from those for everybody else to where it's this is what's happened recently to people, and this is what you can learn from. So including that in the one-off one pagers, and so we do a lot of consulting, a lot of advisory work as well too. But I think where it could really help is I'm very passionate about education. That's how I got my start in the industry. Started creating content, started podcasting back almost 9 years ago now. And that really led to me going from a prior career, not even involved in crypto, to working full time in the industry, running several companies. And I'm still a very, very big, very, very passionate about education and also the user experience in crypto. In fact, the last 2024, every talk I gave on stage across different events around the world were all about the user experience and simplifying that user experience in crypto and Web3, and education is a big part of that. So we're going to take a lot of our resources we built over the last 6 or 7 years and really add that to some free online resources for everyone and that. So I'm going to send out a poll. So just keep an eye on that when I drop a survey in the chapter leads group. Give some feedback on, or just send me some feedback. I'm in there under my Telegram is the Blockchain Wayne. I've been podcasting under the name Blockchain Wayne for a while. Lost my first account on Telegram, which is why now it's THE, like the Blockchain Wayne.
You're on
And
the chapter champions group, so they can find you there.
yeah. Any ideas that you have, anything you want to collaborate on or whatever, let me know. We're just looking to drive some education and think collaboratively we could all build a great place where a lot of people will come for that education and stick around for the networking.
Brilliant, Wayne. Thanks so much. So yeah, that's the end of our content. So are there any questions? I mean, we started 5 minutes late, so if anybody's happy to stick around, I haven't got anything on now. And if Sandra would also stick around, maybe if you have any questions for her or there's anything more that requires explaining, that would be great.
I would also just, I'll say a couple ending words, as well. And first, Wayne, we really think of all of Crypto Mondays as being educational, right? It's what we talk about, and hopefully we'll do a better job over time of having everybody have input, but is learn, earn, and connect. And on the learn part, we have the opportunity to be the biggest producer of Web3 content in the world, right? If just each of the chapters, who produce content, would film it. I think that's just some incredibly high quality content. I mean, just last night in New York, we had Jamie Leverton, who's a kind of a legend on Wall Street and has $1 billion multi-coin treasury, talking about stuff that, when, in Singapore, the rooms were packed, with people wanting to read this content, and we've got it, there for the taking. So, that's something maybe we can talk about at a future time. And personally, I thought this call has been awesome. For me, obviously, I'm here for the community. Most, my definition that a community is, is an ecosystem where everybody gets more out of it than they give. And, the second is at an atomic level, community is two people. And we've all been in two-person communities where 1 + 1 = 100. So if you live in a world of community, you live in a world of abundance. And, I think, all of you who are doing Crypto Mondays, if you don't get more out of it than you're giving, you're not going to do it for very long. And I really feel our job at the parent is just, to help you guys, achieve that, and, and not just get a little bit more out of it, but, just get 50 or 100 out of it. And, hopefully a lot of you already feel that way. And, now I think we're kind of the next stage, the next real opportunity for us at a very macro level is, how do we, I think we have 57 active chapters. The sum of the value of those chapters is awesome. But, now we also have the opportunity to make the whole greater than the sum of the parts. And I think that's really what, a lot of this future ones are kind of going to be focused on as well. So thanks, everybody. This has been awesome so far. And Robin?
Thank you, Lou. Yeah, that was great. Julie, did you have something you wanted to say, or you got it?
I did for a hot minute. You guys, I dropped my email in. I was able to pull over safely. I have a couple of leads. If you guys want to grow your chapters, I've got something really hot on the plate for you. So hit me up, and happy to share that with you ASAP so we can grow your chapter.
Brilliant, Julie. Thank you.
And also, I'm sorry, Rob, one more thing, I don't say it enough, but thanks so much, to Julie and Robin and Alan and Lilia, who have been helping and pushing the ball forward with me, with a meaningful, and Josh, a meaningful percentage of their time, for a number of years now. And, it's, this is kind of the first time in a lot of ways that I'm seeing, a lot of that fruition of all of that work kind of, before my eyes. So that's kind of cool. And hopefully they, all you guys feel that way too.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's just.
And guys, Lilia is real. I met her in person in New York. She's not an AI. She's not part of Monday AI.
She's real.
Awesome.
And she's an awesome gal.
And awesome, yeah.
So let's finish off now. I just wanted to check in with Sandra. Did you deliver enough, and have you got enough? And do people, who Sandra is, she's on the chapter Telegram group. I would really like if we engaged more. So whoever's chatting, let's chat some more. Let's share things.
Yeah.
Sandra, yourself as well.
And
Let's
just really quickly, I have an industry calendar for blockchain, crypto, and AI events. I am going to add all the Luma events. So as soon as you get them scheduled, and if you just share them with me, I'll make sure every month I will update this industry calendar. I do publish it everywhere on socials and stuff like that. And so it's like just a running list. So we just keep updating it. And again, I mean, try us out for a press release, or if any of your members internally, as you kind of come together on Crypto Mondays, I'm really happy just to have a call. A lot of folks are locked in with their, particular provider already. But it's, I'd love to have a 15, 20-minute call and see how we could be helpful to you and your members, and, get their message out and do it really cost effectively.
Thanks, Sandra. And if you can align also, because Eliza was saying that, I think it was Colin that you referred to her chapter. So they.
Oh, yes, right. So Colin is on the ground in Austin, Texas. He's my colleague. Michael Schuler is in Connecticut, so he's New York, Connecticut. We have someone in Cozumel, Mexico. But we have a broader team under the Alpha Transform Holdings company. That's who acquired us. So we have, someone in Amsterdam and everything. So, and we go to all the events. Our senior leadership, of course, goes to all the main events. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you folks all know each other too as well.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. That was absolutely awesome. Thank you, Alan, for
Thank you, everyone.
right. Thank you, Lou, for the direction. Have a fabulous rest of the day, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.